Welcome back to Bravo Mazel Mash, brought to you by S.W.O.R.D, the Superior World of Reality Discussion. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
We have new reality show.
Tour
Group. What do you think?
Pretty good. But first episode, can't complain too much.
True. I mean, it's always not really... Well, I mean, that's not true. Because I watched one episode of Potomac and knew I'd hate it. What are you doing?
Cracking my neck.
I thought you were like Stevie Wonder for a minute. You're like, going to town. Stop it. Every time I look at you, you're like, I got Tourette's or something. Cut it out. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. What do you think about the guy with his wife who told the ex-model she needed to eat a cheeseburger or whatever?
I think he was just voicing out. Like, she did say that she didn't want to eat any of the food there, so...
Well, that was the first night, and she said she was tired. I mean, I'm sure they were all jet-lagged.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've been jet-lagged, and eating isn't really a big priority. I just want to sleep. Yes, I know, the mailman, the terror of the neighborhood, walks by the house. I don't know. It's different. It's a weird change lately, I've noticed. That it used to be you couldn't fat shame. Like, you couldn't turn to his bigger wife and be like, dude, don't you think you've eaten enough? I'm just saying, save some for the starving people. Put her down. But,
it's not me, it's her.
You can't have my margarita, bitch. I'll take you out. I'll take you out. Because you might be the princess, but I'm the queen. Like if she had turned to his wife and been like, dude, save some food for the skinny people, everybody would have flipped their lid. But because a bigger person said something to a skinny person, like, you almost never hear about skinny shaming. Like, you hear about fat shaming, like, don't fat shame. But if somebody's super skinny and you say something snide about, like, oh, you should eat a cheeseburger.
That's not gonna take.
Like they say about Lisa Rinna all the time on Beverly Hills. Kim did it last season, where she was like, "Oh, go eat a cheeseburger, eat some bread. Get away from my margarita." Take you out.
Hi, Jasper.
I just think it's shameful.
Yeah.
And jealous. I think they're jealous.
How are they jealous?
Because I'm sorry, Princess. Are you taking over the show?
Not you.
You can't get my chocolate, bitch. I put a little tiny piece of dark chocolate next to the computer. I should have known. Oh, should have known. Girl after my own heart.
Hey.
Well, that chick is like an ex-model. Like, she's not super anorexic skinny. Like one of them Olsen twins whose, like, bones are hanging out. Like, she didn't look that skinny. She still had boobs and stuff. But, so I think that he was jealous. Or maybe jealous that his wife doesn't look like that at all.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm sorry. If you go to, like, this weird bathing thing where you have to, like...
He just wanted her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was jealous that his wife doesn't look like her, and he was just trying to cover it up. But they went to that weird bathing thing, which
that
was
was weird.
And they had to be naked, and...
They put on this weird underwear thing.
Well, might as well not even. Like, just go naked at that point. Like, the see-through, like, gauze undies. Like, you might as well not even bother. But the bigger chick, the wife, wore, like, a full body glove wetsuit, practically. But then she spent... Okay, get off my face. Spent the whole time talking about how she's free and loves her figure and her husband loves her body and she's so confident in herself. Bullshit, because if you were confident in yourself, you'd have been naked.
Yes.
At least be honest about it. Like, why lie? And then she had to be like, my husband never said eat a cheeseburger. She was sitting right the fuck there. Give me a break. Give me a break. I don't know. So I didn't mind. I liked them as a couple until that whole thing went down. And I'm not even skinny, and I get irritated by that shit.
Well, probably it's because everybody fights about it all the time.
Well, the rest of the episode, you mean? You know, it looks like next episode that we're talking about it some more.
So they,
It looked at, next time on, they do it. And it looked like they were talking some more about it.
S'more.
S'mores.
I want a s'more. Give me a s'more.
Don't talk about my chocolate. It's mine.
I don't even like dark chocolate. I like regular chocolate.
Good. Dark chocolate's mine.
For cookies and cream.
It just seemed like a weird addition to the group that they brought in those two divas, though.
Maybe they just did it to cause some tension.
I guess maybe.
Because, you can't have a reality TV show without tension.
Well, I think tension will happen enough with the one guy who's hitting on both twins. Woo! Back off, bitches! That one guy who, bought a gift for one twin, but then went and flirted in the pool with the other one?
Probably.
And then he's like, well, I thought at first I liked this one better, but now I don't know. Yeah, talk about that's going to cause conflict.
Yeah, that's shady right there.
Yeah. But, I don't know. It just seemed like such a weird add to the group. Like, the group seemed like such normal, like, hey, I'm willing to go sleep in a tent for a week. And then they bring in these two, divas who are like, my blow dryer won't even work.
Wah. Cry me a river. Go live at a five-star motel then.
Okay. Because see, here's the thing. I'm not a diva, but I hate nature. So. What
does a diva mean?
A diva means, I have to have my hair perfect and my nails perfect and my makeup perfect. And, I can't, I have to have my whole outfits all coordinated and, my matching shoes and, everything else. I'm not a diva. But I don't like nature. I will not eat sheep's brains or eyeballs. The most adventurous thing I've ever eaten is calamari. And it was fried. I did try it once when it wasn't fried, and I was like, ew, that's gross. But I don't mind it fried. I didn't even like quail because it looked like little baby birds. And I was like, oh my God, you killed the babies. I can't. It's gross. And it doesn't taste like chicken, which is weird because they basically look like little chickens, but they don't taste like chicken. It's weird. Quail, it's like little smaller than chickens, but they don't taste like chicken.
What do they taste like?
I don't know, but they don't taste like chicken. They look like little baby chickens on my plate. They were only little, they look like an entire, how you get a turkey or a chicken?
Yeah.
But except it was only this big. But it would look like a complete chicken. But it was only that big on my plate. And I was like, oh, it's like a little chicken. And at first I was like, that's weird. They killed a baby. And then they ate it. And I'm like, that does not taste like chicken. It tastes gross. It was really bad. I didn't like it. I maybe didn't like it more because it's like when you pick up a thing of water and you go to drink a cup. Ooh. And then you realize it's Sprite. And then you're like, ah! And even though you like Sprite, you're still grossed out because you were expecting it to be water. So maybe it tasted gross to me because I was expecting it to taste like chicken and it didn't.
Just like that the other week.
Yeah, that happened. Happens to everybody. Hate to tell you. But
well, that's because he thought my Sprite was his water.
My point is, I would not go on one of these adventure trips where I know my ass is going to be in a desert or eating weird things.
I don't want to eat snail.
No. I wouldn't mind signing up for the 5-star trips.
Whoa.
Pamper me in a hotel with my masseuse and everything else. I'm totally on board with that. But not the weird, like, adventure. Get out of your comfort zone. If I'm in a bathing suit, I'm out of my comfort zone, okay? That's as far as I need to go. Enough said. But it does look like it's going to be an interesting...
I'll probably eat anything.
I'm wondering, was this tour group already in existence? Or was Bravo like, dude, we need something new, like, overboard, what do they call it?
Below deck, not overboard. Jeez.
I don't know why I can't remember the name of that show. It's like Southern Comfort. Southern Charm. I always call it Southern Comfort. Below deck, I always call it overboard. Maybe because if I was on that ship, I'd want to be overboard.
Or maybe it's because one of the workers actually did go overboard.
Yeah, but I didn't like that ship much. But I don't know. Yeah, Shannon, shut up. I am not drunk. I'm just, even when I'm sober, I can't remember those names, okay? You can ask Daniel every single time I call it overboard.
Yeah.
Every single time he gets funny.
Mom's name memory is not the best.
Hey, I gotta save my brain for other things.
Like what?
I don't know.
The only thing you do is knit and crochet and bead. That's all you do. And besides teaching, but that's only like what
besides teaching.
Overboard was.
I love that movie, okay? Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn. It was a great movie.
Maybe that's why the movie was better than
It was on a really expensive yacht. So I think it's just associated in my head with like, and Goldie Hawn was like a spoiled rich bitch. So it really, like, there was a very close tie-in between the movie and
the TV show.
And the TV show. But
maybe that's why Bravo created Below Deck, but they changed it from Overboard to Below Deck.
Well, no, because Overboard, the whole point was like the guy was a carpenter who came to build her a new closet on her yacht, and she treated him like shit because he was like the hired hand, like the help. So she was like spoiled little rich bitch. But she ended up falling overboard and getting amnesia. So he took her home from the hospital and told her that she was his wife with like 6 kids. And so she's like stuck making like, you know, laundry and having to figure out how to cook. And she's like, I hate it. And he's like, and we have to have sex like 4 times a day. And she's like, this is like slavery. And then eventually she gets her memory back, but they had fallen in love already. But it was just a hysterical movie. So it's not in any way really that similar to the show. Okay, it wasn't really that similar to the show, but except for it was on a boat with the spoiled bitch on it.
What?
It's a funnier movie, trust me. It's from the 80s. I love the 80s. Hey, your glasses look 80s, so.
No, they don't.
They totally do.
They so look 21st century.
Oh, bullshit. Plastic glasses like that, they look 80s. Get over yourself.
Okay. I like 80s wear. I don't like 80s TV shows. I don't like 80s movies. And I do not
They are 80s.
And I do not like 80s music.
Well, it's because your brother wants to hear it all the time.
Mainly. And you keep it on the...
Hey, I like 80s music, but I was alive during the 80s, so it's okay that I like
80s music, TV shows, and movies rocked.
See? It's not just me.
Okay, I made like one movie that was old? Jaws.
Okay, that was the 70s.
Yeah, I know that. I said old.
It's not that old! Jesus Christ, I'm not that old!
It's 2016.
So what's your point?
It was like...
Shut up. Moving on. Moving on. Cover. It's like a warm-up cough. You have to like get yourself up there first. Jeez. So, anyway, I think it looks like an interesting show. I'm excited to see more.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't go downhill and bomb.
Or suck as much as Atlanta.
Yeah. Or Potomac.
Or Cheshire.
Chasha, which I didn't even watch the season finale. But even worse, Daniel did watch the season finale and didn't realize it was the season finale. Except for like 2 weeks later, he's like, it's still not on anymore. I'm like, are you sure that wasn't the season finale? He's like, I don't know. So if it's got such little conflict and entertainment value that he can't even realize that it's like the finale, then not a good show. My 12-year-old has decided the next one needs to be the Real Housewives of Dublin because he's obsessed with Ireland.
Maybe just a little too much.
Why? Because he's tried to perfect the way he could say Ireland with an Irish accent.
I have
no Irish.
I have no idea.
So he's really pushing Bravo for the next International Housewives needs to be Real Housewives of Dublin. Tried to explain that I'm not sure how many like millionaires and billionaires they have living in Dublin, but because I think most of them are probably centered around London, but whatever.
I don't think he cares.
It's better than Cheshire. Cheshire.
Any of the housewives is better than Cheshire.
True. Although, I don't know, Potomac was like, right up there with Cheshire. I'm looking forward to Dallas, though.
Yeah, April 11th.
It'll be good.
Well, is that like Monday or Tuesday?
Fuck should I know? I don't even know what day it is now.
It's Thursday.
No, I know that, you fucktard. I didn't know what day of the month it is.
The 3rd.
Yeah, I knew that. That was close. Shut up. Anywho. Which one do you want to talk about next?
Beverly Hills.
Okay. The Let's Gang Up on Lisa Vanderpump has between Yolanda. I'm totally kumbaya and want to face our problems and hug it out, but yet stab you in the back, Foster. And I don't know. I'm kind of surprised by the other one there.
Which one? Erica?
No.
Catherine?
No.
Eileen?
Yes. You're much better with names than me. Like the blonde one. He's like, oh, there's a lot of them. I don't know, the other one.
There's a bunch of blondes. Well, technically only 3.
Yeah. Although I find it hysterical that Erica got so upset with Catherine for revealing her "don't get caught in Lisa's web" comment. Where Erica was like, well, obviously I should have realized we weren't speaking in confidence. I'm sorry. If you're talking to a chick and you want to keep it secret, you have to start off with saying, let's keep this between ourselves. But chances are, even if you say that, it's not going to be kept between yourselves.
Especially not with these flipping crazy guys.
Especially since Catherine has been all like, I'm just going to say something brutal and I'm just going to say it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Although she's a shit stirrer for sure.
Who, Catherine?
Yeah. Because why else say that at Lisa's house at her own dinner party when Lisa had just had dinner with Erica and her husband? So I think she thought that they were like on a good page and doing well. And then
she finds out that.
And then she finds out that Erica's like, don't get caught in her web. And what kind of weird, like, can't people just say things in English anymore?
Or, I don't know, keep it to themselves?
No. What I mean is, Erica's like, she's a sniper from the side. Yeah, I'm sorry. Lisa Vanderpump would never be caught dead in camouflaged or laying in a bush or like war paint. So sniper isn't really like a good term to be using for her.
What do you think is a good term for her?
Well, I totally think that she's, manipulative, and I think that she is a very intelligent woman who looks for how a situation can best be used by her. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing because I think it makes her cautious in what she says. And it's that caution that makes some people irked because they're like, just say what you mean. Just say what you mean. And she would rather think about it a little bit before speaking. But as someone who's constantly getting in trouble for speaking before they think, It's not necessarily a bad thing. She needs, I wish I would be a little bit more like cautious in what I say, because I am always getting in trouble for saying shit I shouldn't. Because apparently I'm a sniper from the front.
You?
Shut up. But I don't know. I mean, I also think that...
No, never. I don't believe it.
Shut up. I also think that Erica had that whole conversation with Catherine because Erica's husband was flirting with Lisa Vanderpump that night at dinner. Did you notice that? He was like, "You're an alligator." And she's like, "I like that. I like that a lot." Like, they were totally flirting with each other.
Totally.
And I think Erica didn't like it.
Way.
I think she just didn't like it.
I think she just took it the wrong way.
Well, I mean,
might have been flirting in a good way, not in a bad way.
Can you define those differences for me? What exactly is good flirting?
I do not know.
Okay, what's bad flirting?
Okay. Never mind. I like how you had the clock right almost in sync.
Yeah, did you mean that like good flirting as in we're just having a good time?
Yeah,
and bad flirting as like I'm totally gonna help you cheat on your wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't know.
Well, I agree. I think that Erica's husband is just one of those kinds who's always suave in that sense. He kind of flirts with everybody. A good salesman does that. He's always kind of talking and putting people at ease and working the room, shall we say. Definitely Lisa Vanderpump's not looking to cheat on Ken. I mean, I'm pretty sure her vagina would shrivel up and fall off. Because she's been with him for like 512 years.
Yeah.
But Erica seemed to go from there to she's a sniper. From the side. From the side.
Lisa V looks that old too.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah.
I actually appreciate that show has someone on it who's not bubbled up, forced to be 20. Like, yeah, you could tell she's probably had some plastic surgery in certain areas.
She annoys me if you can't tell.
I know she annoys you. I like Lisa Vanderpump. My 12-year-old hates her too. So apparently you're in good company. But I like Lisa Vanderpump. I don't know why. But then again, I like Kyle.
I know.
She makes me laugh. Anybody who cries that much makes me laugh. Somebody who cries that fast, it just cracks me
up. I love Brandy. Replace Lisa V with Brandy. Yes! 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 Yes!
No.
Yes!
Where's she been? I have to say, even if someone is not a fan of Brandy at all, in any stretch of the imagination, when they said that she'd still be on the show as one of the secondary characters, I thought she'd actually be on the show. Like, she hasn't been on it not even once. In fact, they said Kim was not going to be on the show as any kind of cast member, but we've seen her. So, WTF.
Faye Resnick's been on more times than her.
Well, I think Faye wants to be on the show. I think she wants to be a cast. Well, no, she was never a real cast member.
She wasn't?
No. Nope, she's only ever been Kim's or Kyle's friend. Yeah, she was never a real cast member. In the first season, she was with Kyle when she went to Camille's psycho dinner party from hell with the weird psychic with the fake cigarette. It was like, your husband's never going to fulfill you. Like that. She was there at that dinner. But she was not an actual cast member. She was just Kyle's buddy. She's been on it.
Crime.
Yeah, she's been on it more this season than she's been on it I think any other season. I mean, most of the time in other seasons, it's been like, helping Kyle decorate her house or plan for the white party.
The what?
Every season, Kyle throws a white party where everyone has to wear white. She's done it every fucking season. Hello, McFly.
I don't remember that one from last season.
It's where everybody fights.
Oh. Okay, now I remember.
You're hopeless. You're hopeless.
I'm not hopeless.
You're hopeless, not helpless,
Hopeless.
dumbass.
Whatever.
Let's see what else is on the show. I'm kind of surprised that Eileen and Lisa V are in this weird fight.
Well, they kind of resolved it like.
They've resolved it like 7 times. And then now again, Lisa's like, "Are you sure we're fine?" And Eileen's like, "We're fine." The problem is, here's the thing. If you feel wronged by someone, you have every right and should go tell them how you feel. That should not give you any expectation on how they should react to your revelation. You can hope they apologize. You can hope that they see from your point of view, but you should have no expectation that it's really going to happen. Eileen went after the Hamptons, and when she said to Lisa, "Look, I felt like you were interrogating me, and it was uncomfortable," and Lisa was like, "Well, I'm sorry, I was just asking questions about your life. I didn't realize I was asking too many questions." And I could kind of see where Lisa was like, "Well, I'm sorry I asked too many." Because if you're just getting to know someone as a friend, how the fuck else are you supposed to do it but ask questions? But she shouldn't have joked. But Eileen never said once at that point that, "Well, I feel like you're not taking my apology seriously." And then she let it go. So Lisa thought everything was okay. Like, she's like, "Okay, Eileen told me she didn't like me asking that many questions, so I won't do that in the future, and we'll let it go." But apparently Eileen, like, kept it inside and let it boil and bubble and fester. And then
Apparently.
And then all of a sudden at Lisa's stupid tea party or whatever, where she's like learned that she's a sniper from the side, and Eileen's like, "Well, you never really apologized to me." And Lisa's like, "What are you talking about? I did apologize." And she's like, "Well, you didn't mean it." Like, well, how the fuck do you know if somebody means something?
I don't know.
Some people are just, they laugh things off. Like when they're uncomfortable, they'll make a nervous giggle or make a joke. And it doesn't make what they're saying any less serious, but it's their way of deflecting the attention off of them for a second while they kind of get their wits about them. But then, like, she must have said 16 times at that stupid tea party why, she was expecting it to come out differently. Well, I didn't like the way you apologized. I didn't think it was sincere. Well, I think I still do deserve an apology. Basically saying over and over again, "Are you going to apologize now? How about now? Well, how about now? Well, how about now?" Like,
shut
it's
up.
clear it ain't going to happen. So you need to decide. Are you going to get over it already when it wasn't that big a fucking deal? Or are you going to, say, "That's it. I don't want to be friends with you anymore because you don't know how to apologize." I mean, it's stupid. I don't know. The whole thing was stupid.
Yeah, that it was.
It kind of felt like Eileen, as a soap opera star, didn't have...
I think she literally was doing a soap opera.
What I mean, she didn't have, like, a storyline to be, like, the conflict around her. I mean, let's face it. Lisa Rinna is surrounded by conflict all the time because her mouth gets her in trouble. But Eileen doesn't. She just kind of is on the show as, like, the friend of Lisa Rinna, right?
Right.
So it kind of feels like she wanted some conflict, and so it was like, I'll be your friend, and we'll talk, and we'll have a good time. Wait, I don't like what you just said. You're sorry? But I don't like how you said sorry. I felt that there might have been a tone in your voice in how you said sorry. So instead, I'm going to do the stare. The soap opera stare at you.
I don't think I'm doing
And maybe then you'll take it differently. Like, it kind of felt like she was looking for a storyline a little bit. I don't know. I'm kind of sick of Yolanda.
Why? What's wrong?
Leave him alone. He's sleeping.
You're so heavy.
Yeah, and then he comes up and then he doesn't want to sit on you and he comes and climbs on me. She's very hostile. All of a sudden. Like, she's always been, from day one on the show, let's talk about our feelings. If you have a problem with someone, come out, discuss it with them privately. So, like, I can't tell you the number of times that she has bitched at people for bringing their problems out in front of the group. Like, she's done it every season, practically. And yet, she does that to Kyle. She dishes her dish in front of everybody at dinner. And then she sends an email to everybody in the group, basically chastising her like she's her mother. When Kyle never did anything.
All she was doing was talking about her kids.
She didn't talk about her kids. She was saying, oh, it's so, I hope everything's okay. And then Lisa's like, well, I don't know. And she's like, well, what does Muhammad say? That they're not really sick? Like, she's asked a question. One fucking question. And she's getting treated like, well, I never bring my children into it. You shouldn't talk about my children either. So that.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I don't know. It's like she suddenly turned into this, like, bitter, bitchy person. When she's always been very, like, kumbaya. And, like, I can understand a little bit of bitterness because when you're sick, healthy people kind of piss you off. But of all the ladies, Kyle was the one who was like, look, I've been there. When I had postpartum depression, I had a lot of nerve pain, and I had people telling me I was crazy and that I should just get over it and this and that and whatever. So she was the one person who, like, commiserated by saying, I understand where you are. And I understand how frustrating it is. I know what you're feeling. So for Yolanda to turn on her now is kind of weird. But then again, I'm wondering when the other shoe will drop with David Foster. Because he keeps showing up. Like, we know now that they'll get divorced, so...
What caused it?
I know. What do you think? I think he cheated on her.
That's what you think about everything.
True. But I'm not always wrong.
Maybe it was just... I was just about to say it happens, but wait, that didn't make sense.
What did you want?
What?
What did you say?
I'm trying to think.
I didn't realize I was asking you to solve, like, world peace. I was asking your opinion on what you thought, whether, he cheated on her or... I mean, because there's only so many reasons people get divorced. The number one reason people get divorced is money. Trust me, that's not their problem.
No. They have way too much. They have way too much if they have two houses.
Yeah. I know when I was when I was really, really sick, my ex-husband was not as happy. Like, he went from having a person who was a competitive martial artist and very, like, outdoorsy and willing to go hiking for 5 hours if we felt like it, to having someone who couldn't, had trouble walking from the car to the mall, and then I had to get a little cart in the mall because I couldn't walk through the mall. So and then suddenly said that I wasn't appreciative enough of the fact that he didn't leave me while I was sick. Okay. We were married, so that's not really like, you would have been labeled like the biggest dick ever if that was your reason for leaving. So I don't know, it could be something like that, where David Foster, let's face it, Yolanda was always outdoorsy, riding the horses, doing the lemon patch, and then traveling with him whenever and wherever he wanted to go. And then she suddenly got sick and was like a hermit, not leaving the house.
Well, they did go out to like Canada or something for that one episode.
Yeah, but all 90% of her trips for the last 4 years were for medical treatments.
Yeah.
So it could have been something like that, where he's like, look, you're not the woman I married anymore. You're like obsessed with this like homeopathic kind of journey you're on. Or he could have cheated on her. I'm still going with that.
Or, you know, maybe they just chose to divorce.
They haven't been married that long. They've only been married like 5 years.
Well, maybe their relationship got sour.
But why? It's not like you just wake up one morning and realize you can't stand that person. Like, usually there's some precipitating event. Maybe 5-year anniversary. President's divorce. Happy non-anniversary. Yeah, I don't know. But speaking of people who are getting divorced or will in the future.
Uh-oh.
Who am I talking about?
I do not know.
Vanderpump Rules.
Oh.
Katie Maloney and Tom.
Them. Lisa Vanderpump.
They are never getting divorced. I'm sorry. She would kill him with poison before they'd ever get divorced. Because that would be a failure on her part. So Lisa Vanderpump and Ken will never get divorced. But I think it's fair enough to say Katie Maloney and Tom will get divorced.
Just not happening right now.
Because they're not married yet. They're only engaged. But I'm sorry, anyone who's like goes like a month after the engagement date and still doesn't get laid, anybody who within a few months of getting engaged is already sending text messages like, you can have the ring back, and I can't believe I ever considered you a fiance, and shit like that.
And the fact that
any guy who doesn't realize that when you're in a coupled relationship like that, you do not ever take the side of her friend over the side of your spouse or significant other. That will doom a relationship faster than you can fucking blink.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially not when you're taking Ariana's side. Because she's a twat.
Hasn't she always been one?
No, I really kind of liked her in the beginning. I thought she was fun. When she first came on, she and Sheena would be like, you know, playing
Stassi.
around. No, they hated Stassi. Might have been why I liked them.
Ariana is awesome.
She's just so resting bitch face. She's got an RBF. No, you've never heard that term?
No.
Resting bitch face is somebody who, like, when they're just standing there, look really pissed off, or like they smelled something bad.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that term before.
You're the only, like, 15-year-old on the planet who's never heard that term. So sheltered. So sheltered. This Kate from Below Deck made the... she's always had the resting bitch face. Is Kate from Below Deck.
Really?
Dude.
I didn't recognize it. I didn't really recognize that.
She always talked about her resting bitch face, too. You're just not that
Apparently.
intelligent.
I don't think she did this.
Yes, she did. See, people with resting bitch faces. She's always on the list. Kristen Stewart. She always looks really pissed off, right? She doesn't really look happy there. She's on a fucking red carpet. She's made millions of dollars, and she's like, "Are we done?" Wednesday Addams. The original resting bitch face. Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth. She looks really pissed off. Resting bitch face. Anna Kendrick. See? This is what I'm saying. This is resting bitch face. I didn't make it up. J-Lo.
Who's she?
What?
J-Lo?
Oh my god. I failed in motherhood. I failed, I tell you. Jennifer Lopez.
Oh!
They call her J-Lo, you dumb fuck. Kanye. Did you just say it was J-Lo? Yes, he did. Kanye. He is married to a Kardashian, one of the million. And I would have a resting bitch face in that sense, too.
I don't know, still money. Millions of dollars.
He has plenty of money.
Oh, yeah. What?
Okay, hold on. Oh my god. Okay. It's Queen Elizabeth and someone put like middle finger hand. That's hysterical. Sorry. Yeah, she's got the booty. She always did the booty dance, you know. Jenny from the block.
That I haven't heard.
Because you're retarded. I swear to God. I swear to God. That's because all you want to listen to is video games. Like, you'll watch like 15 hours of someone else playing a video game on YouTube. Nobody does that. So odd. Apparently Donald Trump also has a resting bitch face.
What?
Any hoodles.
Okay, that was weird.
So on Vanderpump Rules.
Cool.
Episode 5 last season. I have resting bitch face. That's where she talked about it. See? Right there. I have a resting bitch face. Kate apparently is letting Stassi back in as a friend. Yay.
And then invited her to the engagement party thing.
Yeah.
That
happened. I know.
I love the scenes between Stassi and her.
In what way? I just liked that Stassi cried. You glad? Oh my God, you're glad that she forgave her? But Stassi treated her like shit as a friend.
Yeah.
I mean, because she wasn't really like considered a friend. She was like a camp follower or worshiper. Like, you could come as long as you're worshiping me and bringing me gifts. But the second you're not worshiping me, then forget you. I don't want anything to do with you. And that's not cool.
Yeah.
Although, I have to say, I completely...
Shady.
Team Stassi for life. I have to say, though, that a couple episodes ago when they were on the beach, and not Katie, Kristen was talking about her comedy routine thing that she did, stand up, whatever.
Stand up.
And then Ariana was like, I am trained in sitcom and I take it really seriously. If that chick is funny, hell will freeze over.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry. She's
There
not
is
in any
no
way
way
funny
in
at all.
hell that she can entertain a flippin' bar full of people. There's no way.
No, not with comedy. I mean, she could probably like fucking read a script because she's not stupid, so she could probably read a script.
But
I don't know if she could act, but she can read a script.
Yeah.
And she could model, but I don't know. I don't think that she's a comic by any stretch. Because let me tell you, most comics are funny. And they pretend to be somewhat happy. Okay, granted, most comics are on drugs and really depressed, but they don't look like fucking miserable with the world.
Yeah. Ariana is not a comic.
I can't see her being a comic. She's just very much like, whatever. You losers. We're all losers. But I don't think I'm better than you. You're just all losers.
I think we got a little Stassi interpretation right there.
Yeah, it's like the depressed, like, suicidal Stassi. Like, it's very bizarre. I don't know. Maybe Stassi and Ariana should become best friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever see that happening, but maybe they could do that. No, it's not going to happen.
No, not gonna.
Because let's just face it, Ariana's not going to kiss Stassi's ass.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen.
I mean, I like Stassi, Kristen, and Katie when they were like the Three Musketeers in former seasons. When they'd go out drinking and have a good time. Like, I liked the dynamic for the most part. But that was very surface, like, not deep relationship kind of material. It's just like, who's going to hold your hair back when you're puking? Because clearly Kristen slept with Stassi's live-in boyfriend, so clearly the dynamics of the relationship weren't all that honest
for like a year and a half.
Yeah. And then even when it came out, lied about it for a while.
Yep. Because that's all that Jax does. Lie.
I think Jax is dyeing his hair darker.
Yeah,
he doesn't agree with me. I swear to God, in the last like 2 episodes, Jax's hair is like almost black and it's really dark. And at first I thought maybe he cut it, but it's just really, really dark.
No, it's growing out longer a bit, but
I think he's hiding gray hairs.
Isn't he like 30?
Dude,
30 something?
Anderson Cooper, the news guy, was like 24 when he went gray. You don't have to be old to go gray. And fucking Dad's got gray hairs. He's only 40. He doesn't have a lot, but he's only got a couple. And Dad's but nowhere near as shallow as Jax. You can bet if Jax found one little microscopic gray, he'd be like dyeing the whole bitch. Or plucking it. But no, I don't think he'd pluck it because he'd be worried about a bald spot. You know, it's true. I don't see him getting old gracefully at all.
Didn't seem like he had darker hair.
I swear to God that from like, go back and play like the first episodes or even the last episodes of last season and then watch like this week's episode. His hair is dark. I swear to God.
Have you been watching Mob Wives again?
No, but I'm very sad that Big Ange died. I don't know why anyone's shocked. I mean, she smoked like it was a fucking chimney, like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who's got a voice like this from smoking, you know, chances are you're gonna have some kind of cancer thing going on. You know, I mean, just saying, if you've damaged your vocal cords to that point, then you know throat cancer, lung cancer, not too far around the corner. And even after she had the throat cancer, they kept telling her to quit smoking, and she wouldn't do it. So, whatever. But she died quickly of lung cancer, which is what your father's uncle died quickly the same way. He was diagnosed, and like 3 months later, he was dead. Like, he didn't even have time to finish his first round of treatments. There's just some that are really aggressive. So, here's to Big Ange.
Don't have
We'll
my
love
water.
you. We'll miss you. I thought you were called Big Ange because you had big boobs, but apparently it's because you were tall. You know, that's sad. But we know you're drinking in the afterlife, where they have plenty of plastic surgery. Cheers. You have to cheers me. Cheers, Ange. She's dead. That wasn't meant to be funny. It's so stupid.
I didn't mean to laugh.
I didn't mean to laugh. He's the guy laughing at a funeral. Apparently, Drita was like bawling her eyes out at the funeral. They showed her like walking out of the funeral home, like sobbing hysterically.
Wasn't Drita and Big Ange and me like?
No, they were like
crazy?
BFFs.
Oh, no, okay.
It was everybody else that hated them. And they were all there, but whatevs. Did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think so.
We got the new Dallas coming up.
Oop, 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 oop.
Oh God, James has a new music video.
James.
Ew.
Oh God, what?
Is this from his
The thing.
pump disc he was working on? What does he call it? The pump CD? The pump something?
I don't know. Whatever DJs call it. I don't know.
He's not even a DJ anymore. He got fired.
Woohoo!
I'm letting people come up with a storyline because I wanted things to be different. The
What?
paint at the end was meant to be an abstract take on emotion and that people never want to look messy. Okay.
We're not good at that. That's weird.
What? And it's from a music video called Don't Look Down, which clearly is a metaphor for be real and covered in paint. It's deep. So that's what James is. Deep. He's got a lot of heart.
No, not deep.
No.
Not James. That doesn't describe him at all.
No. Not unless he's drunk.
Well, yeah.
I think he likes to think he can go deep.
No, he's not. He can't go deep at all.
Well, I mean, I would assume not. We don't really know. I feel like this conversation has gone into a weird direction. We need to end it. So let's toast. Let's toast. Oh my God. It's been Bravo Mazel Mash. It's brought to you by S.W.O.R.D, the superior world reality discussion and lets crazy people like us on. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
We'll talk to you next time. Cheers. I need more tequila.